What it is, focus your homeboy first back again with another episode of the realest, most entertaining sports show in the game. Put it on something, okay? Appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share, and put all your people on it, okay? Join the channel, become an official member, uh, and contribute however you see fit. Super thanks, cash out, whatever. It all contributes to our goal, our ascension, as we continue our rise to become the one-stop shop in Black culture. You feel me? And this is one of those instances where me being a one-stop shop is very valuable. Okay, I am uniquely qualified to speak on this whole FAMU and Real Boston Richey controversy that's going on right now. Me being a former coach, me being a rapper, you know what I'm talking about. I think I have a unique perspective on this, okay, that I don't think many others are going to offer when it comes to this topic, okay. So I appreciate y'all being here with me. But let's get into it. If you're unaware of what I'm talking about, you must not be on social media if that's the case. But FAMU and their coach, Willie Simmons, has announced that they were halting all football related activities due to an unauthorized rap video that was filmed utilizing FAMU's facilities by rapper Real Boston Richey. Okay. Um, and this has people uh, up in arms, so to speak. You know, to my some people are pissed off that they're suspending football activities for this. Others think it's right, and others are ashamed that they would let this gangster rapper in there to do this. Some was, just focusing on the fact that the kids did it without the authority of the coaching staff, and what does that say about the control that Coach Simmons and his coaches have over the program. You feel me? I mean, opinions are flying left and right when it comes to this. All right. I will read to you Coach Simmons' statement because there's some misinformation out here related to his statements. Because I've seen somebody talk about like some of these kids' scholarships are up in the air now, and I didn't see that in Coach Simmons' statement. You feel me? All right, but this is what Coach Simmons says. I'm just gonna read it verbatim for y'all. It says, earlier today it was brought to my attention that a rap video was shot by a prominent rapper in the football locker room of Gallimore Powell Fieldhouse without proper authorization. The video contained graphic language that is not consistent with Florida A&M's core values, principles, and beliefs, and an internal investigation is underway to determine who authorized the use of not only the athletic facility at Gallimore Powell, but also licensed apparel that potentially violates university branding and licensing agreements. Although I am a proud proponent of free speech and support all forms of musical expression, this football team, as ambassadors of Florida A&M University, has a responsibility to protect the university's image. As a result of this unfortunate situation, as head football coach, I am effectively suspending all football related activities until further notice. It is a privilege to wear the orange and green, and as a football program, our young men have failed to live up to the standard set before us. They will all learn from this mishap, and we will continue to work hard every day to become the best version of ourselves and continue to make Rattler Nation proud. Willie R. Simmons, head football coach, Florida A&M University. All right, so that was a statement from the coach. Here's a statement from the university president. Okay, it says, and this is President Robinson. Okay, it says, I am aware of the unauthorized music videos shot on our campus, and I am asking for an immediate investigation to determine how it happened. This video does not represent our core values nor our commitment to excellence with caring in all aspects of the university, including athletics. Larry Robinson, PhD, 12th FAMU president. Okay. So that's the official line from the head coach of FAMU football and from the university president. Okay. So first of all, I want to react to this from a coaching standpoint. Okay. I want to take it back. I'm going to go back and put on my coaching hat. Okay. So let's look at it from that standpoint. All right. So I had to throw it back. You feel me? I had to go grab the hat. You know what I'm talking about? I used to be hot out there in that sun. You feel me? Used to have on, you know what I'm talking about? Shades out there. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you got to have it. Got to have that ready. I still got it. I can still coach your son right now to go get him a ring. Don't play with me. You understand? So let's look at it from a coaching standpoint. If them boys let Real Boston Richey come up in the locker room and do all that shit up in there without having the proper clearance from the coaches and you know whatever channel they gotta go through, okay? If they did not have the authority to be doing that, their ass would be mine. That's how you get down. Their ass would be mine. You feel me? Because that's undisciplined. That's undisciplined. You can't win no ball games like that. You can't win no ball games like that. You gotta have discipline. You feel me? It's a chain of command in that shit. And your coach, head coach especially, is at the top of the chain of command, but your coaching staff, you can't do no shit with the program without the coaches okaying it. That can't happen. You feel me? So whoever was responsible for going behind the coach's back, if that is the case, y'all gonna see why I say if that is the case momentarily, okay? But if that's the case, shit, we got to whatever the way he get down with punishment, you know, they had to have that. Now I know for me, my boy know we hit them bleachers. We used to hit them bleachers. And I don't give a fuck if I had a long day at work, and all my days were long at work. But if your ass done jump wrong and you owe me, you owe me. We got to hit these bleachers. Timed. On the whistle. Let's go. And I don't give a fuck. You gonna be talking under your breath while you run them, you gonna be running them. But you ain't gonna get out there on that field or that court or that track until you give me what you owe me. That's how you should get down. You feel me? So from that standpoint, I can definitely understand Coach Simmons being upset, staff being upset, university being upset, because players got to learn the chain of command. You feel me? You got to follow the chain of command. But that's my reaction from the coaching standpoint. Let's look at this shit from me as a rapper, though. When I look at this situation from the standpoint of a rapper now, some of the shit that's being said is a little unsettling. Some of the shit that was said in Coach Simmons' statement and in the university president's statement, it's a little unsettling. You know what I'm saying? Saying that what the man was saying in the songs going against that core value and all that kind of shit, which is believable. I get that. Okay, I get that. FAMU is an institution of higher learning. You feel me? And the shit that brother was saying in that song is straight street gangster shit. You know what I'm talking about? I get that. But here's where it gets confusing. When you listen to HBCU Game Days, Vaughn Wilson, a FAMU alum, you know what I'm talking about? So he's an authority figure on this whole situation. He gives you some shit that ain't really being put out there like that for real, for real. You know what I'm talking about? Now, I'm from Mississippi. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm 38 years old. I had never heard of Real Boston Richey until this moment. You know what I'm talking about? Now, when I was still in the classroom and I was still coaching, my youngins kept me up on all the new rappers and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? But I ain't been in the classroom like that for real since 2018. You know what I'm talking about? So I had never heard this young blood. All right, but Vaughn Wilson tells me that this man got Tallahassee on lock. He's the biggest guy in the area right now. He tells me that the man had Future down there with him last year, and that Boston Richey and Future went to the mall and bought out the shoe store and took the shoe to the project. You know what I'm talking about? Like, this young man is beloved around those parts. He tells me that FAMU had Real Boston Richey on the sideline last year for the homecoming. So hold on. hold on. How is this young man then against the school's core values and principles, but y'all got him on the goddamn sideline for homecoming? You feel me? Like, that's what I'm saying. There's this love-hate relationship with rap and rappers. You know what I'm talking about? Now I see some people calling the man a no-name rapper. Again, just because we might not know him or you might not know him, and don't mean these kids don't know him. You feel me? Like, I looked him up on Instagram. Somebody know the young man. Shit. The young man got I'm gonna double check. I want to quote this correctly. As I tape, he got 549,000 followers. In comparison, now he got way more than me. Now I can put that. I got 32.7 thousand. I'm proud of my 32.7 thousand. I'm working my ass off. Okay, all right. But for comparison, I know my school, Jack State University, just dropped something real dope. You know what I'm talking about? Hella dope around the day of giving. Who is actually kin to one of my partners and former colleagues who I shouted out before, Mathematized Mind. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to that king. I think he kin to him, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Coach, you hit me up about that. You know, if I'm mistaken, I apologize. Okay, but Dear Silas, shout out to him as well. In comparison, Dear Silas got 228,000 followers. So this dude, Boston Richey, bigger than him. You feel me? Now, we might not have heard of him, but these kids out that way, them FAMU kids, have heard of him. You feel me? And so I'm seeing folks say that this man a no name, and people calling the man ghetto and all that kind of shit, and that he don't represent black excellence, but he represented enough of the motherfuckers to have him on the sideline with him last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we giving these kids these mixed messages and shit. We are. Like, it got me feeling like Snoop Dogg at the Source War back in the day. Y'all don't love us? Y'all don't love us when Let It Be Known in. Y'all don't love us in the hip-hop culture. Y'all don't love us rappers. Y'all don't want us connected to these universities. Is that what it is? Like, what we talking about? Like, when these rappers donate money, we accept it. Did it donate that $1 million Jackson State University? Motherfuckers applaud. I applaud them. I applaud them, goddammit. And did a damn sure ain't no saint. You feel me? Now, I don't know if Ja Rule came through with the money, but Ja Rule pledged some money. He said he was going to get some money. Ja Rule, you be on Murder, Inc. He's a gangster rapper. When rappers be name dropping the universities in their song, folks love that shit. Drake got a song called TSU about referencing Texas Southern. Folks love that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Rappers be rocking the merch. Folks repost that shit. Folks love that shit. Rap songs are played during the games. I be at the games. So we got a whole DJ at Jack State game. And it should be turned up. Should be turned up. One of them game, basketball game, goddamn, the two teams were getting a little spicy. And shit, the DJ played that goddamn Boosie. Set it off in this motherfucker. Rap songs are played by the bands. You feel me? Or have we convinced ourselves that bag that ass up is actually bag that thing up? I guess we convinced ourselves of that. What we do? E40 just filmed the fucking video using Grambling's facilities, the band, and featuring the fucking president. Now, he didn't cuss though. Yeah, he cussed a little bit. He said hella, and but he ain't cuss for real. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't just for the water going all the way in. But the subject matter was still gangster shit. You're talking about putting money on a motherfucking head, shot busting it open, and you still with 40 water. And we know what 40 water, rap's about for real, going all the way back. Shit, they just gave him an honorary doctorate. Again, my school, Jackson State University. We just had Dolph, Snoop, Rick Ross, shit, you name it, up there doing prime era. You had Dolph up there in the locker room with the boys, with all they Jackson State shit on, okay? Shador right there by him, Aubrey Miller right there by him, and they up there rapping along the 100 shots. Dolph, before he got murdered, he had got shot at 100 times and made a song about it. And all our boys gathered around him right there to my, how Shawty want to fuck me with my diamond chain. Song go hard. They had a good time. And I'm not knocking that. Some of my fondest memories of coaching came from me turning up in the locker room with my boys. Okay? But I guess folks trying to act like, I don't know. Shit, when Dolph got murdered, Prime and them named the damn tunnel after his company, Paper Route Empire. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody might say, well, that was when Dion was up here. We're getting back to our core principle. God damn it, Duke Deuce was just up there. Turning up with TC in them. We ain't had that shit from the world. Hell, the video is up on Jackson State Football YouTube channel. It's on Under Armour shit. And they in there jamming to Duke Deuce song, Crunk Ain't Dead, and I Ain't Worried About It. Those ain't old Negro spirituals, y'all. Go listen to them records. Pull them up. What we talking about? What we talking about, man? Whether we like it or not, whether you like it or not. I mean, not say we, I'm a part of it. Whether you like it or not, rap music and hip-hop culture is a cultural phenomenon. It is. It's akin to what jazz was in the 20s going forward. It's akin to what rock and roll music was in the 50s going forward. That's what it is. It's a cultural phenomenon. Right? These white corporations, these big conglomerates use us to move their product. Our songs and our lingo fill their campaign ads. Y'all have seen it? You see it. Professional sports leagues use us. The NBA has fully embraced us. All-Star Weekend full of rappers. You know what I'm talking about? During the games, it's full of hip-hop songs, okay? The NFL finally had to come to the party. Now they got Jay-Z doing the Super Bowl. You feel me? MLB is trying to figure out a way to incorporate us so they can try to pull in more of the urban culture. Hell, these PWIs use us. That's because I see some people, I saw somebody acting like PWIs don't do this kind of stuff. PWIs use rappers. Snoop Dogg used to be all on the sideline at USC. And Snoop Dogg is a Crip. I know Snoop is the lovable uncle to figure that. Snoop is a fucking Crip gangster rapper. He one of them folks that see Dolores Tucker back in the 90s was trying to get banned. This is Snoop Dogg. What we talking about? This is Snoop that said it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. This is Snoop Dogg that said bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. This Snoop Dogg. And USC had them all up in there talking to the players, all kind of shit. Bun B teaches a course at Rice about hip hop and religion. Bun B. Well, at least he used to. I don't know if he still does, but he was. They had this man as a fucking professor. This the motherfucker that was rapping Take It Off. Bun B of UGK. You feel me? Kentucky uses the fuck out of Drake for recruiting. Had the Calipari, had them all up in there with the players and everything. Miami, the U. All these ties to Uncle Luke and other Miami hip hop stars. Cardi B recently with LSU. Now, she wasn't up in their locker room, no shit like that. But LSU show ain't trying to stop Angel Reese from being in the video with him. And when Cardi changed her profile picture to her in an LSU jersey, shit, them LSU folks love that shit. They were pushing that shit out there. Everyone uses us to push their product. Everyone. But when it becomes inconvenient, we're shunned because of our language or subject matter. But let's focus on the language first. We get shunned because of our language, but the players and the coaches talk like us. You seen it, even when Prime was there. Prime was up there. I'm talking for my Jack State people now. Because famously, Deion Sanders didn't cuss, bull junk and all that. But all the rest of the coaches were cussing them boys out. You saw in the documentary. You feel me? I'm sure Coach Willie Simmons' staff be cussing them boys out. I'm a former coach. I know how we get down. It's a weird thing, man. The merger of sports and academia in America is a weird thing because the cultures really be different. I've stood up in a faculty meeting before and said this, and the presenter really didn't get me. The presenter was intimidated by me, matter of fact, because it was one of those professional development days. Teachers and coaches, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about out there. If you ever been to one of these motherfuckers, you hate these damn meetings. They bring in somebody who you don't know if they can teach for real, you know what I'm talking about. But they brought this person in for some good money. Trust me, I know. One of my businesses now, I had to do some of this shit. But I keep it 100 though. Okay. But they brought this person in and we were just talking about things that teachers go through. And I was feeling it, and I stood up to make the point that as coaches, we get to say things to these players and do things to these players teachers don't dare get away with. And one of the things we get away with is being so forcefully blunt with the players. We use whatever language we want to use with the players. And the players are taught to accept that shit, and that is coaching. It's coaching. You feel me? So I'm sure some of the language that that young man was using, some of them coaches use that same goddamn language when talking to them boys. Okay? Now the subject matter, different story. Different story. I get that. He was just talking straight gangster shit. Okay? And of course, this is a university. This ain't the trap. Okay? I remember being at University of Southern Miss. Y'all know I went to Southern Miss for my undergrad, and I got my I did graduate work at Jackson State, to get certified to be a teacher. Okay, so I have that dichotomy. But I'm down there at Southern Miss. We out there, me and my partner sitting on the damn student union, and some motherfucker up there talking about come through there, man. Where all the goons at? And man, we like, man, they're college. What you talking about, dog? They college. What you mean? Now I'm sure college campuses have dope boys and some boys that'll throw you. It does have that, but this man wanted to act like this was the damn trap. Man, this ain't the trap, dog. This college. So I get that. So this man up here talking about this gang shit at this college. And with the FAMU colors and all that kind. I get that. But it seems to me that if you're big enough in certain people's eyes, they don't care if you got that same subject matter. As I said before, Dolph was in our locker room talking gang shit. 100 Shots is a gangster record. Duke Deuce was up there with our kids talking gang shit. From what I can see, he a GD. You know what I'm talking about, from Memphis. And shout out to the young man. Okay, that my sister, I think, told me that's one of her former students. My sister used to teach up there in Memphis, before she came home and became a professor at Jack State. She said that's her student. Young man should go hard. You feel me? But you see what I'm saying? It's like if you're big enough and you popping this gang shit is okay. So Snoop Dogg, even though he's a Crip, he's a gangster rapper. It's cool to have him around. It's cool to have Young Dolph around. It's cool to have Duke Deuce around because they big enough as gangster rappers. But this dude, we don't know him yet, so he ain't big enough. I wonder if all this shit would get going on in Future, if that was Future. Because if Future's in the video, then that's a flex like a motherfucker. Future's a superstar. You know what I'm saying? He got songs with Beyonce and Rihanna. This is a mega star. Like, I wonder, would it be all this crazy shit then? I don't know. But I don't like where this is going. I don't like where it has gone. Okay. And it's layered. It's not as cut and dry as people are acting like. On the one hand, if it is the case that these players did this shit without the authority of their coaches in the university, they're flat out wrong and they should be punished because you don't break the chain of command and to make that team work, especially in football. Football is so hierarchical, you know what I'm saying? It's so stratified in the responsibilities and all that kind of shit. It's really set up on some military shit. You know what I'm talking about? You got to have that to win ball games. But on the other hand, I don't like how some folks are just using this moment as a time to just attack rappers and hip hop culture and all that shit. I don't like that. Because I told y'all about my plans. My plans are to give back. I'm already doing as much as I can right now. Okay. I keep praying that God blesses my businesses. Okay. And I do a lot already. For not only schools that I'm connected to, but for individuals. You feel me? I do a lot with the means that I have. But when I keep telling y'all to keep supporting me and stay down with me, and when you see me give a heartfelt thank you to my supporters, it's because I know I need y'all to make these things happen. I want to found a school. I want to found a school. I want to be one of, if not the biggest donor to Canton Public Schools. That's where I'm from. To Holmes County Consolidated School District. Because I taught there for 4 years and it helped shape me. To Velma Jackson High School, because I taught there for 4 years and it helped shape me. And I love those kids. I love all the kids I taught during my career, my decade as a teacher and a coach. And Jackson State University. That's my family's school. You feel me? And I told you, yes, I have ties to Southern Miss as well. But when we keep hearing this and keep seeing all this shit about the HBCUs being underfunded, I realize, I've said it before, the government don't fuck with us. They don't like us. The United States government has shown us it does not like us. So I'm not gonna just sit here while I'm gonna call them out for their bullshit. I'm not gonna sit there and just wait on them to rectify the problem because they've shown me they don't like me. So what I want to do is help take it into my own hands and motivate others like me to do the same. You know, so when we get money, flip that money and use it to make that not be the case, and say fuck them. Y'all ain't give us the money, we give it to ourselves. That's what I want to do. And my unfiltered brand is working. It's working. I got numerous songs over 1 million views on Facebook. That's where I market my music. Okay. So some of y'all youngers out there, you know, that may watch my shit, you know, they want some game on how to use Facebook ads to, you know, market your music. You know, we can set up something, I'll give you that game for free. You know what I'm talking about? But I got songs like Mama Sick, I Meant That, Only God Knows, On Her Birthday. People love that shit. Okay, did well over there. Put it on something, it's steadily growing. You know what I'm talking about? I know that's really gonna rev up every football season. Shit, go crazy. Okay, it's steadily growing. I keep going viral on Instagram. I got a joint about street lights in the Black community. That bitch did 6.7 million views. Got shared by Shaq even. I just made World Star. You know what I'm talking about? I'm up to 32.7 thousand followers. It's not the 500 some thousand that Rich Boston Richey got, or Real Boston Richey got, or the 200 some thousand that Dear Silas got. But here I'm working my ass off. No cosign, no managers to so to speak, other than my wife and my daughter. You know what I'm talking about? I'm busting my ass. I'm doing well. You feel me? My shit is working. It's working. Hell, like I said, I just left the classroom in 2018. So really, I only, even though the company was founded in 2016, I've only had a chance to really get out there for real. And the name of my company is Intelligent Gangsters Entertainment. And when I named the company this, I thought about moments like this. I thought about moments where some people weren't gonna want to tie themselves to me. I was thinking about like church folk. I was thinking about like some folks in academia who are gonna try to say, and definitely conservatives, who are gonna try to say that my brand is too far, too radical, too street or some shit like that because you see the word gangster in it. But when I said fuck it, and I'm gonna name it that because I knew them kids gonna get it. I knew the kids gonna get it. And I was right. I was right. They get what I'm talking about. Okay. Because one thing about gangsters, they're gonna go out there and get what they trying to get by any means necessary. Now, I try to teach these kids, and this is where the intelligence comes in, to try to get what they want by any legal means necessary. You know what I'm talking about? And I try to tell them to get organized and read and be fathers and all kinds of shit. I got a deep philosophy that I share with these youngins. You feel me? And it's working. What I'm scared of, what I worry about, is that when I'm where I want to be and I've attained the wealth that I want, and some folk gonna be out here trying to turn down my money because I got a song talking about women throwing their ass on their birthday. Go check that song out, by the way, on her birthday. Dope ass part of the record. You feel me? Women love that record. You know, the women love the record, fellas. Just follow them to the dance floor. Okay, shameless plug. But don't turn down my money because I got a song like that. But then go out there and watch these major refs throw their ass on Saturday. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that. Confusing these kids. And they don't like that. It's one of the reasons why they fuck with me. Okay, you know I'm gonna keep it real. Okay. So let's, as the adults, as the elders, as the OGs, because this college, these ain't kids. These motherfuckers got kids themselves, and some of them, and they got real life shit going on. So as the OGs to these younger adults, let's keep it 100 with them now. And let's be consistent with some things. All right. If they did something without having proper authority, hold them accountable. But all this other shit that's going on is real hypocritical. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?